Welcome to today's video. Today we're going to talk about styles and how they can help you with your cell formatting in Excel and your financial models. Using styles, you can define certain types of cells such as inputs, number styles, calculation styles, input of percents, yes, no styles, and apply these throughout your model. We've got 4 quick examples here of how to use the styles functionality. We're going to create an input number style, a calculation style, input percent style, and a yes-no style. The quickest way to set up styles is to first go to an example of this cell format you want to design. So here we want blue text, so we go up to our text, select the color blue, and change our text to blue. Then we want to define a gray border. So we go to borders in our format cells, select the color gray, do an outline, click OK. And then lastly, we want it 1 decimal place, so we go back to format cells, go into our number, and we change to 1 decimal place. And also use 1000 separator if you so wish. So we click OK. So here we've defined an input number style as one cell with blue text, white background, and a grey border. Now the calculation style, we want black text, no background, no border, 1 decimal place. So at the moment we actually already got black text, so all we need to do is add a decimal place to the number, and we get our calculation style. Our input percent style is the same as the input number, except we want it formatted as a percent, so we quickly go in, select the color grey, click OK, go back and change to a percentage style, and we'll have 1 decimal place. Well, here we've said no decimal places, so we'll set it to 0. Then a yes no style, we go in and we go into our custom number formats and write a format code of equals. When the cell is equal to 1, we want to show yes. When the cell is equal to 0, we want to show no. Click OK. So we've defined different types of formats in our model. The next step is to name these different cell styles. So we go up to the cell styles menu, click new cell style. You'll see by first defining formats and then clicking on that cell and creating a new cell style, it'll use all the formats currently in that cell. So all we need to do here is type this into input, and let's write number 1 decimal place. Just as an aside, if you want to go into format in the cells menu, you can go in and change the different types of formatting in the familiar format cells menu. So we just cancel out of there, click OK. We do the same thing for calculations. So we write calc number 1 decimal place, click OK. Do the same for our input percent, so we write input per 0 decimal place, and you can name these cell styles any name you like, because it's good to define what type they are at the beginning. For example, an input, click OK. And lastly, we define our yes no style. So we go new cell style and just put yes, no. Click OK. Now the one thing to note now, if you click save, you're going to lose all your cell styles. So it's very important that you apply these styles to the current cell. So this one's input number 1 decimal place. This one is calc number 1 decimal place. This one is input percent 0 decimal place, and this is yes no. So that's just an example of how to set up some styles. And I suppose the most important thing to remember here is to apply the styles before you save, otherwise you'll lose them. Now we just go into an example here where we've got some inputs and a calculation. So if we've got a taxable income input, we're going to go and apply input number style there, so we can see it's an input. We've got an average tax rate, so we're going to put an input percentage, it's 30%, and then our input calculation, or calculation number, sorry. And you'll see by just applying the style, you update the formats in the cell. Now, I suppose the most impressive thing about cell styles is what I'm about to show you. It's all very well, you can go through and set up your formats as you go along for each individual cell. But let's say you want to change the format or the appearance of certain types of cells. For example, all your number inputs, you want to remove a decimal place, or you want to add decimal place, or change the cell color or the text color. You can do that in one go. And we've just got two examples here. So it says change the input number style to 3 decimal places. So the way we do that is go into cell styles, go to input number 1 decimal place, right click modify, go into format and just up the decimal places. Click OK, OK again, and you'll see automatically, without us changing anything else, the input number now has 3 decimal places. The next one we need to do is change the calculation text color to red. So then we go into the calc number, modify, go into format, go to font, change the color to red, click OK again, and automatically the income after tax updates to red. So it's pretty useful if you use styles throughout your model. Recommend doing it, can save you a lot of time down the line. Thanks for watching. Cheers.